So the leap that Tyler Herro has taken this year is something we've all been waiting for. For the past 4 seasons, we saw in the bubble how impactful he was in the Eastern Conference playoff run where they got to the NBA Finals. We saw in that Celtics series, he was just unbelievable for the Miami Heat. Him and Duncan Robinson were just on fire in that series. Tyler Herro's true shooting percentage right now is at 64%. He's a lead at the mid-range game. He's really good at finishing at the rim now at 61%. His playmaking has improved. And you're noticing that Tyler Herro is very consistent, 24 points a night, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. And he has been the best player for the Miami Heat this season. And we were wondering, like, why this happened sooner, but we have to remember he was only 20 years old in the bubble. And sometimes players take a little bit more time to develop their game to get better as a basketball player. And also, his role was different because Jimmy Butler was your number one option. Bam Adebayo was more like your second or third option. Tyler Herro, he was there, but he also had some injuries along the way. We can't forget, I know he was injured in the 2023 playoffs where he broke his hand. I think he was also had some injury problems against the Boston Celtics in 2022. So he's been hurt at times and missing action for the important games. And I think that might have hurt his stock, but we're seeing him take that leap, and he hasn't even hit his prime years yet. I think it's very important for the Heat to recognize that Tyler Herro is next up, and we need to make him our number one priority. He needs to be the number one option for the Heat, not Jimmy Butler. And that's no disrespect to Jimmy. He's getting older in age. He's already come out and said that he's going to test the free agent market. And I guarantee you, Joel Embiid is going to be pressuring the Sixers to go back and re-sign Jimmy Butler. There's just no doubt about that. So if I'm Miami right now, I'm looking at the situation. If Tyler Herro ends up being an all-star player, here's what I would do if I'm the Heat. Build around Bam, Tyler, and please play Khalil Ware. I'm begging them, give him more minutes because I think at some point he needs an opportunity. We see how Miami can develop players. Duncan Robinson, Bam Adebayo. Drew Smith has been pretty decent for the Heat, but pretty good for the Miami Heat this season. I saw him against the Cavs game last Sunday. They've won 4 in a row. And he was really good on the glass, creating opportunities for himself, hitting those corner shot threes, and making just plays for the Heat. You need that as a role player. I just think when it comes to Jimmy Butler, he's just regressed because he's just getting older in age. And I think if he has a moment, let's just say they have 10 games where they're on a roll in like January, they win 9 of 10, Jimmy Butler's on fire. I would, in my opinion, trade him when his stock is high. Because if you just let him walk and you get nothing in return, I think that's a bad idea. If I'm targeting a trade package, I'm looking at first round draft picks for the upcoming draft because the 2025 draft is going to be really good. There's going to be a lot of talent. Miami's really good at finding players in that 15, 20 pick range. So they're good at drafting guys. And if I'm Miami, I'm looking at Tyler Herro, and he's just been unbelievable. He has a chance to eventually, I'm not going to say right now, but maybe be a top 5 shooting guard someday. You just look at what he's doing. If he can get to like 26, 27 points a night next season, and he's getting to like 7 assists a night and 6 rebounds, like, whoa, this guy is legit. I mean, that's not too far from what SGA is doing at 36 and 6. I'm not trying to say he's on that level. What I'm trying to say is the improvement for Tyler Herro might be something you want to pay more attention to if you're the Miami Heat. You don't want to just like push that to the side because you don't want a situation where you've got Jimmy Butler, you're trying to hold on to him, and you don't give the keys to Tyler Herro, especially when he eventually reaches prime years. And you want to keep Bam Adebayo happy as well. So I like what I'm seeing from Tyler Herro. I've been waiting for Tyler Herro to take this step. But it's just another lesson in being patient with your players, that some of them do take time to take that next step, to elevate to a new level. And this is another example where you have to be patient with the process and understand that Tyler Herro, over the past few seasons, Jimmy Butler has been the main guy on this roster. And we don't know what Tyler Herro would have been like if he was healthy in 2023. We don't know what would have happened if he was more available in 2022 and during the playoff run when they played against Boston Celtics. So again, it's good to see because now if you're Miami, you're like, okay, we got some really solid role players. We see that Tyler Herro is taking that next step. And if he becomes an all-star player, build around Herro. I just think it's obvious at this point. He has been really good. I think, in my opinion, you could argue he's the 6th best shooting guard right now today. Sounds crazy when you think about it, but he's been better than Desmond Bane. You could argue Zach LaVine back and forth, but I like where Herro is heading. I like how he can play off the ball, and his playmaking is improving. I'm not saying it's elite, but you're looking for signs of growth, and Tyler Herro is giving you plenty of evidence that he's ready to take that next step. So if you're the Miami Heat right now, the guy is here. Tyler Herro is not going anywhere. He's your most consistent player. He's become your number one option. So give him the keys and see what happens. Build around him, Ware, and Bam Adebayo. see what that combination looks like, and get some draft picks and find another guy in 2025 that you can add to this core. Because again, Bam has been extended, and Terry Rozier, maybe you move off of him as well because he hasn't been consistent this season. We'll see how that plays out. But Miami invest in Tyler Herro because his stock is high and he's playing excellent basketball. He's gaining confidence as he continues to lead the Miami Heat. They've won 4 in a row. They're starting to look better, and we'll see if this continues to carry out. I mean, a win against the Cavaliers is a big W. It bolsters your confidence. It helps you out. And, I know Jimmy, hasn't been the best this season, but maybe he turns it up later this month or in January. And if you're looking around, you're like, oh, Tyler Herro, if he ends up being an all-star, he's got a great shot, I think. But let's just say he doesn't, but he's still putting up really good numbers. And Jimmy Butler is continuing to, let's just say he ascends for that stretch, move on from him. So again, Tyler Herro, I think a lot of us have been waiting for the sleep. I know after I watched him against my Celtics in 2020, I was like, oh, this kid is really good. And then we didn't see anything for a while. And it's not a shot at Tyler Herro. It's just he was developing as a basketball player. And when Tyler Herro is shooting 42.7% from three, attempting almost 10 3-pointers a night, making about 4 or 5 of those. And then his field goal percentage at 48.8%. That's impressive stuff. And let's just say in January, he gets to like 27 points a night. He gets you 7-8 assists, 6 rebounds, and the Heat get in that top 4 position. And Tyler Herro is the leading catalyst of that roster. You got to make him an all-star. I think he's going to make it, in my opinion, especially with all the Jimmy Butler rumors that are going to start ramping up even more because players become trade eligible on December 15th. So it's going to be interesting to see how they handle those distractions. If Tyler Herro continues to get this team in a better position, Miami's going to be a problem. And I think at that point, you can't ignore Tyler Herro from him being an all-star player. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'd love to hear your thoughts, especially from Heat fans out there. What do you think about Tyler Herro's leap this season? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.